these guys are going to be showing off the full potential. I'm sorry, does he have the sickest Ryu? That's a Super Turbo shirt with like the intro of Ryu.
He's got like different Ryu shirts all the time.
That.
He brought a headband once. Yeah, he loves Street Fighter. That's why he plays Ryu.
I like that.
Yeah, he's cool.
I like him.
He's a cool guy.
He's now becoming my favorite. All of you are banned. I'm only hiring him for T-Lock. You're all done.
Only Ados. Only Ryu.
And he has to wear a headband. I'm mandating it.
Oh, he actually, I think he had one. He brought it once, I believe. But yeah, he's a super hardcore Ryu fan, Street Fighter fanboy, and he just loves playing the character. And he does a lot of really cool stuff, like we saw in that last set. Lots of kills.
We will talk about Abigail at some point.
Oh my gosh, can we?
I want to talk about Abigail. We will talk about it after the set. Dan.
Yes. Oh gosh.
I have so much to say.
Oh man, but
so much to say.
Oh gosh, I'm so glad. Yes.
I have a lot to say about this matchup, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be pretty interesting. So of course, Swordies are going to go hamsies. Mario kind of adds an interesting dynamic, right? Because you have a couple of niche things that you can kind of use to like edgeguard with like Flood or Fair is also really dope depending on how people are DIing and coming back. And of course, back air. Back air is like the GOAT, dude. That thing is so massive, but does a great job of just really boxing out opponents. But he also has the tried and true, of course, the up smash that you're looking for. Now, when it comes to Ryu, we talking a little bit about it earlier. Up tilts to Shoryu, it's my jam. It's real good. It's real good. But he could get gimped out, though, by Mario in some situations. So just keep that in mind, folks. Now, let's get to this. It looks like Blue's having some percentage problems early on, and that's the first demise that we're seeing of Ados.
Yeah, the Blue definitely needs to watch where their percent's at. Ados going to be able to use those Shoryus to get a lot and get these stocks up. Like you said, he does have a problem of getting taken off by Mario, so he does need to be careful whenever he's around YellowRello. Right now, everyone's just kind of flying around. Ados on a second stock already gathering tons of percent.
I mean, here's the thing, is that this is very much a case of damage is... We throw in them bows, homie. Like we're taking it to the streets. This is a lot of damage that's flying around very quickly.
Yeah.
But this is often the case when it comes to early into doubles games, right?
Yeah, doubles is grimy. He gets super grimy really quickly. Just like that. You sometimes have to run up and do things just to catch your opponent off guard. Sometimes you got to turn your brain off for a second to see what works. And in those situations, you get so much, especially in a doubles environment.
For me, my personal experience, what I find is that there are some matches where it's like the entire time through, you're very like, okay, 1v1.
Yeah.
Everything's split. Other times I've been seeing matches where it's like, yo, we're hitting the ground running and the grime is coming. And it's a lot of chaos at the beginning. And then midway through a lot of matches, I find that it starts to have some clarity. And that fog of war that is kind of layering itself there tends to be lifted. And people have a lot more clarity of like, okay, we need to be smart about making decisions here because I need to start hedging bets. Or I need to start playing cautious. Or I need to start playing from the perspective of I'm ahead, I can't afford to throw something away. He dashed forward off of FADC and then went straight to DP there against Mario. That was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. Plus on shield, really great. I love the pickup there from your YellowRello to save JaySon, get him back on the stage safely. But yeah, it's going to be really important when they decide to turn their brains off. When they decide to throw out these hitboxes and kill and not worry. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta go dumb to get those stocks. You gotta do what they least suspect. And sometimes turning your brain off is how you do it. 3, 4, count them, spot dodges right in front of his face, but he finally gets hit. No one stocks leaving yet.
Down smash wasn't necessarily the good idea there because you also threaten your opponent, their teammate as well. Back air? Yep, there it is. He had to actually wait there. So the thought process is that he had the double jump, but he was simply waiting for the air dodge because he was threatening with back air the entire time. Like I said, back air, super fat hitbox. You have to respect it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It auto-cancels on the ground if you use it at the right moment, and you can just throw out so many consecutively, but you have to watch where your body is. If you're not turned around, you can't be throwing out those back airs, and that's when the blue team can start taking advantage of Mario. Okay,
so that actually could have been rad for a second.
Yeah, it was close.
Okay.
The brains are on right now. They're playing really careful.
Yeah, I mean, of course. They're okay, so here's the mindset right now. Green is playing from ahead, and all they're thinking is, how do I not lose, right? There's playing to win, and there's playing to not lose. So right now, their green team's ahead, and even right now when they're at save stock, it's fine. Percentage is like way in their favor. So all they need to do is find one good hit confirm, and then they create this 2v1 situation, and things start to suck really bad for Team Blue. Yuruloki is going to get back aired into Oblivion, and that's going to be that game. But you saw how everything kind of transformed over the time, right, Zan? Like, it was the scuffle. It was the race at the beginning. And after they stopped throwing elbows, stopped throwing banana peels, stopped pulling each other's legs, and as they're pulling themselves off the ground, you start to see who broke away there and really was able to capture that W.
Yeah, they started clearing off the ground. We saw a lot of really stray kills coming in, especially from Yuruloki and Ados. A lot of kills were, from forward smashes with the green team not paying attention, from up smashes getting caught off guard at really high percents. We saw a lot of people living to really high percents that game. And it was more of the green team. It was more of Ados and Yuruloki struggling to find the kill against JaySon and YellowRello. So they really need to clear up how they get these, or clean up how they get these stocks off them.
Okay. So now we're getting into this next game. Let's talk a little bit about mindset and how things might change. So what are some of the bigger things that you feel like could be adjusted from Game 1 into Game 2? Because it feels like this is a lot more slower paced this time around. Do you feel like this is the correct way to go about it?
Well, honestly, from the blue team specifically, I want them to have a little bit more synergy. We had a lot of moments in that last game where they would be caught in these 1v1s and there'd be no assistance. They'd just be off the stage, off in these bad positions, and with both of their recoveries, they can get taken off a lot earlier than they may have liked to, and they need their teammate there to help them sometimes. So I really want to see a lot more of that coming in from Ados and Yuruloki especially, and that'll really help them take the second game and keep themselves alive in this tournament. They're losers.
Is the punishment, though, from Ados, taking that first stock off of YellowRello, and now with this sort of, with a little bit of advantage here. Granted, you have the percentage that you have to deal with. You're trying to see if you can build up that extra credit. Again, the flood coming into play, exactly what I was talking about earlier. Actually, he tried to catch him with the dash attack there and try to gimp. No such luck. Threatening with the back air. Actually, that focus attack from Ryu, in particular in that situation, is really smart. The reason why you have the ability to dash out of that FA DC, out of the FA, so you can DC. There you go. And the idea is that you want to call upon the armor to deal with the back air, dash through, and get yourself in a better position to look for Shoryu to get back onto the stage.
Yeah, Ryu can really do so many innovative things to get back on, and that's what he's going to need to do against characters like these that can Edgeguard with really convincing hitboxes, but most of them are one hit, so it ends up working out every single time. But there, now no limit on Yuruloki, but he does end up getting back.
In fact, I also want to just elaborate a little bit further on that point. Ryu has a lot of ways that he can get back to the stage from different angles, specifically because he can call on armor at any time. And think about his primary threats, right? You have Cloud that's going to come at him. He's going to do up air. He's going to do nair. He's going to do single hit moves. You're going to focus attack through all that stuff. Say you're going to be coming from the side. It's the same thing with his with both of his opponents. It's really interesting that a character that can call upon armor has a lot of safety in the fact that as long as he has height advantage whenever recovering, he can be relatively safe coming down to the stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, he's just letting it rip so many times over here, but that's going to be that stock for YellowRello. I think that JaySon's actually still nursing his first stock here.
JaySon has not lost a single stock yet, but there it goes.
Commentator shirts. Yeah. I apologize, JaySon.
Ados is real quick to clean that up with a Shoryu, and there, YellowRello taking off Yuruloki's second stock with an up smash.
This is good for Team Green at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of isn't.
Well, I mean, they have stage control.
Yeah.
They have percentage advantage. I mean, like...
Scariest part is having to deal with Ryu at this amount of rage. Lots of damage quickly on Yuruloki or YellowRello, and they need to get the stock off of Ados. There, that's a really smart and well-placed focus attack, and he's still nursing this second stock.
Okay.
Able to get down to the stage, and there goes the last stock of YellowRello. Now both of the green team are on their final stock, and Ryu still on a second with all of this rage.
Okay, there's the back air. You need to finish off this Ryu now.
Yes.
So JaySon might actually invest limit break here just to get rid. Nope, back air's going to be enough to do it. Here's the follow-up. No, just a bit too high. Good DI off of the throw. Yeah, just to avoid that alley-oop to potential death.
Yeah, and now all eyes on Yuruloki. He has to be extra careful with this stock. And there it goes. As soon as I say it, that's twice now that we have said something and cursed the team. Now we have Ados all by his lonesome, possibly The last stock he will play in this doubles bracket, going up against two people who are very well practiced.
Oh,
but the clutchest of combos to the down air will get him in a 1v1 situation. And on Town and City with this amount of rage,
he's going to be able to come back up here. Here's the up B. He tries to avoid the situation and resets. No, you lose in vulnerability as you're coming back on. Getting contested here. Autos has an opportunity here. Gets back aired. This is problematic. Time to guess. Goes with the focus attack. Tries to make sure he's safe as he's getting on, knowing that he can dash attack through.
Oh, he gets caught with that dash attack off the stage. Now he needs to utilize that focus attack.
Try to catch him again.
By these boxes. Being careful here. If he can get one confirm into a Shoryu, he has the game. All he needs is a forward air.
No, he has to look for up tilt.
Up tilt too, but up tilt may not get him enough. We'll see.
Okay, he's going to be able to air dodge.
Okay, did he get
call focus attack? He got caught up. There it is. That one time that focus attack does not come out, he gets punished super hard for it. That is unfortunate. That man used, abused, and completely distributed a lot of whoopings through that focus attack and avoided a lot of his own whoopings and some beatings through using focus attack dash cancel. But in the end, called upon it, came out a little bit too slow, and unfortunately met his demise.